From Kern Government Television, welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting. Originating from the County Administrative Center, located at 1115 Truxton Avenue in Bakersfield, California. Grounded in ideas, energy, and innovation, Kern County's vision is to be a driving force for the world's fifth largest economy. And our mission is to exceed expectations of the communities we serve, changing the way they feel about government, those who manage it, and the services it provides. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
Good afternoon, everybody. Board to reconvene. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Supervisor Peters?
Here.
Supervisor Scribner?
Here.
Supervisor Flores?
Here.
Supervisor Couch?
Here.
Supervisor Perez? Here.
Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the Tuesday, February 14th, 2023 PM session of the Kern County Board of Supervisors. We'll first hear from County Counsel Margot Raison for a report on any actions taken in closed session.
Good afternoon, Chairman, members of the board. This morning you met in closed session on items 20, 21, and 22, and there is no reportable action.
Thank you, Ms. Raison. Okay, we'll begin by considering the consent agenda. Agendas are located on the tables near the doors for anyone that wants to follow along. All items with a CA above the item number are considered to be routine and non-controversial by county staff. Consent items will be considered first and may be approved by one motion. If a member of the audience wishes to comment or ask questions regarding an item on the consent agenda, they may do so prior to a vote being taken. A member of the board may remove any item from the consent agenda, and it will be considered in its listed sequence with an opportunity for any member of the public to address the board concerning the item before action is taken. I will now read the consent agenda items. So on page 2 will be items 3 and 4. On page 3, items 5 through 9. Page 4, items 10 through 15. Page 5, items 16 through 23. On page 6, items 24 through 31. So at this time, is there any member of the public that would like to comment on a consent agenda item or discuss that? Please come forward now. Mr. Fox. Welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Dennis Fox, Chairman, members of the board. Just a quick news item. That is that the
Mr. Fox, are your comments on an item that's on the consent agenda?
Why don't I wait till the agenda? That's item 1. I'll wait till it comes up.
Public presentations? Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll get to you in a second, okay, sir?
Pardon?
We'll get to you in a second under public presentations.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time here.
Okay, so we'll get to you in a second under public presentations after we adopt the consent. Okay, entertain a motion.
Motion. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Members, please cast your vote.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
Okay, thank you. Now the board will consider item number 1 under public presentations. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons to address the board on any matter not on the agenda but under the jurisdiction of the board. Board members may respond briefly to statements made or questions posed. They may ask a question for clarification, make a referral to staff for factual information, or request staff to report back to the board at a later meeting. Also, the board may take action to direct the staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes. Please state your name and spell your name before making your presentation. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Ralph Robles. I am a veteran, and I come to discuss 2 items. The first was an emergency hearing that was held by Judge Kevin Eisenheimer of Michigan's 13th Circuit Court that granted the release of the forensic examination findings of the 16 Antrim County Dominion voting machines. In the report, it says, we conclude that the Dominion voting system intentionally and purposely was designed with inherent errors to create systematic fraud and influence election results. The system intentionally generates an enormous high number of ballot errors. Read the second section under the purpose and preliminary conclusions. The electronic ballots are then transferred for adjudication. The intentional errors lead to bulk adjudication of ballots with no oversight, no transparency, and no audit trail. This leads to votes or election fraud. Based on our study, we conclude that the Dominion voting system should not be used in Michigan. We further conclude that the results of the interim county should not have been certified. The second item was a discussion on the radio by a local pundit with a statewide pundit, and they were discussing the fact that the Shasta Lake County Board of Supervisors voted to get rid of Dominion voting machines. In the opinion of the second pundit was that this probably occurred because one of the board members was recalled. What I am saying is that I expect that a recall action will probably start here if the Dominion machines are again extended a contract.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robles. Any others? Please come forward.
Now I believe it's time. And yeah, I can hear very well, especially the bells that keep going off. I'm getting that stuff tinnitus. So, but anyway, more to the point. The California Department of Fish and Game, the commission, and is looking at coming down to the southern end of the valley in April. It's between Bakersfield and Fresno. And I think it should be Bakersfield because they do one-day hearings and the next day half of the day is a field trip. So let them see what good job we're doing on preserves and stuff. And nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's not that critical. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fox. Ms. Kraus, did you want to respond to that?
Mr. Chairman and members of the board, I had a conversation with Mr. Fox before the meeting, and I let him know that if he provides the State Fish and Game Commission my contact information, I'll be happy to route a request to use our board chambers through general services.
Thank you.
If that's what
Okay.
they're wanting to do,
Okay,
we're
so
happy
there's-
to accommodate them.
Thank you. There's a potential path forward then. Okay. Next speaker, please.
Hi, Paul Linfesti, District 3. Mr. Chair, I just wanted to, for one thing, I wanted to be here this morning, but I had a plumbing emergency that happened right as I was walking out the door this morning, so I had to take care of that. Anyway, I just want to say some of the things I did watch on the TV this day, and I just want to say that I thank you for pointing out, I think it was you maybe pointing out that it wasn't 13% who voted, it was 46% or whatever the figure actually was. I get a little uptight sometimes when I hear people getting up to the microphone and threatening everything from recall elections to even firing squads, as a couple people have called on several occasions. And I think that this bullying tactic doesn't really help us get through the problems and the concerns that people are raising. And I just want to say that I definitely am a citizen and voting in the third. I voted for you, Mr. Chair, in the general election, and I have absolutely no reason to think that you've done anything that deserves any kind of a recall vote for anything you did. I also heard the entire broadcast that was presented this morning on, that claimed to be your entire speak on a radio show, which, by the way, was on KERN, not KNCR.
Yep.
And I heard the whole thing, and I saw the context when I heard the whole thing of what point you were getting at. So, and Mr. Pierce, I also heard about, the concerns about when people met with your office that they were going to be Kern County residents and not somebody from out of state, someone from the county. I have to Oh, my time's up already.
Well-
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I think that was on our end, the timing. Okay. Okay. Any other public speakers? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to our next item. Next item is board member announcements or reports. Okay, seeing none, moves us to adjournment. We have a motion to adjourn for
So moved.
February 28th. Okay. We'll see you February 28th, next board meeting. We're adjourned.